Hey everyone, today we are going to learn magnetism. Okay. Today we are going to learn magnetism. So today what are natural magnets now? Naturally occurring materials like lodestone, which possess the inherited property to attract magnet, means it has if it has a property that is already present over there. It's not like it's inherited, or like we say no, inherited from our parents. Okay, like it's not possessed by some other beings. It's inherited property. Okay, it's not that own property. It's inherited. So artificial magnets made by human making magnets and artificial magnet. Now what's a natural magnet? Is called a lodestone. Magnetic materials that get easily attracted by a magnet, such as iron, cobalt, nickel, and lithium. They are all easily attracted by magnet. Okay. Non-magnetic materials, just the reverse. They are not attracted by a magnet. Magnetic force, the force of attraction exerted by a magnet on a magnetic substance. You've already learnt in first chapter. It's a non-contact force. North pole of the magnet, the end of the magnet that points toward the geographical north pole. So geographical north pole means you know what are north pole and south poles. Okay. So the magnet pole of a north pole of a magnet is the end of the magnet that points towards that north pole, the geographic north pole, the north pole on Earth. Okay. Next, the South Pole, the end of the magnet that points towards the geographical South Pole. In the south, we have the South Pole, and the southern end of the magnet will get attracted to the geographical South Pole. Now, what is the magnetic field? The region around the magnet where its influence can be felt. Okay, now as you know that as we move a force away from, you know this term, right? I hope you know that. Okay. So the R means distance, okay, and F means force, okay. So as we is inversely proportional. That means as far as we get, the less force is exerted, and as near as we come, the more force is exerted. Squaring is done, okay, squaring. So, what is the magnetic field? The region around the magnet which influence can be felt. So the region around which the influence of the magnet can be felt, okay. As the magnet will, as the material will go away from the magnet, the magnetic force will be reduced, and finally there will be a point where the magnetic force will be negligible. Okay. So magnetic lines of force, the curved paths around the magnet that represents the magnetic field around the magnet. These are not real. These are just imaginary lines, okay, that we have. Magnetic compass, a single device based on the directive principle or directive property of the magnet. Okay, that means the magnet north pole directs towards the north, the south pole towards the south. That means we get the directions to that, and it's based on this principle. Okay, geographic axis, the line joining the geographic north pole and the geographic south pole. Simply axis to learn that definition. Now, magnetic axis, the line joining the magnetic north pole to the north pole, to of the Earth to the magnetic south pole. Okay, so this is a magnetic axis. The magnetization, the converse of the ordinary piece of magnetic material like iron steel into the magnet. Okay, now there are many ways. Okay, let us tell that. Permanent magnets which retain the magnetism for a longer duration even when the magnetic force is removed. Okay, temporary are magnets which retain their magnetic properties only for a short period of time and lose it as soon as the force of magnetizing them is removed. Okay. Electronic magnets, a device in which the magnetic field is produced by flow of current, electric currents. Electric current is flown and a magnetic field is created. Okay. Self demagnetization, the phenomenon when a magnet becomes weak and loses its magnetism over a period of time when its poles are left free. Demagnetization, the process of removing magnetism from a magnet. Okay, now how can it be done? We are going to tell in at a glance. Okay, let's put up the notifications. Sorry, just put up the notification. Just okay. So first of all, in order to prevent the magnets from losing their magnetism quickly, We should store the magnet in a pair by placing their opposite poles close to each other and by using soft iron strips across the ends of the magnetic bar magnets. These soft iron strips are called magnetic keepers. So I've learned that if the poles are left free, then magnets lose their magnetic property. So what can we do if we want to store them? We need to place two iron strips which are not magnets. Okay, they are placed around the in the ends of the magnet. The magnet catches them very easily through the magnetic force, and these are known as magnetic keepers. Magnetic properties of a magnet can be destroyed by number one, rough handling, number two, dropping the magnet on the floor or a hard surface a number of times, hammering the magnet repeatedly, heating the magnet to a very high temperature, passing alternating current. Magnets made by the process of induction and electrical methods get demagnetized as soon as the magnetic property is removed, and therefore the magnetism acquired by this process is temporary in nature. So the magnets which are made by the process of induction and electrical method gets demagnetized as soon as the magnetic force is removed. This is known as temporary magnets. So you have learnt it. The magnetic strength and the polarity of the permanent magnet cannot be changed. Okay, the strength of the electrical magnet can be changed as far as need. The strength of the electrical magnet depends on the strength of the current flowing through the coil and the number of turns around the coil and the nature of the material of it. Okay, so nature of the material it depends, and now if you increase the number of coils, there will be more amount of magnetic energy over there, and if you pass more current, more magnetic energy will be over there. Okay. Outside the magnet, the direction of the magnetic lines are from north to south of the magnet, whereas inside the magnetic lines are from south pole to the north pole. This you will understand in the infographs. Magnetic lines of force always form closed and continuous curve. Property number 1. Magnetic lines of force do not intersect with each other. Property number 3. Earth itself acts as a giant magnet. Okay, property number 3. Okay, 3 properties. Now, magnetization can be done using methods like single touch method, double touch method, magnetic induction, and electrical method. I'll explain. Hmm. A magnet exerts a force of attraction on magnetic substance, and this property is called attractive property. A magnet tied to a massless string is freely suspended in a horizontal direction. It always comes to rest from the north-south direction. Every magnet has a north and south pole. Like poles of a magnet repel each other, while unlike poles attract each other. The strength of a magnet is maximum at its pole and minimum at its center. Okay. Just a minute, I'll just explain you this method. Single touch method means come to the infograph. Let's see if we have them. Yeah, see, this is known as the electric current passing method is shown here. Electromagnet is a device in which the magnetic field is produced by the flow of electric current. Magnetic field generators last as long as there is electric current in the circuit. The electromagnet consists of a soft iron bar placed inside a cylindrical coil of wire. When current is passed through the wire becomes strongly magnetized. It is a solenoid with a soft iron core. The polarity of the magnet can be found by observing the direction of the current flowing on the wire. So the polarity of the magnet is the direction of the current flowing in the wire. Okay. Now see, another two methods are given here to prevent the magnets from losing their magnetism quickly. Soft iron strips are being put in pairs and the opposite poles are closed to each other. This is a horseshoe magnet and this is a bar magnet. These two are famous magnets. Okay, these are soft iron strips are kept in magnetic keepers. The magnetic keepers help in retaining the magnetic properties of the permanent magnet for a long time. Now Earth itself acts as a giant magnet. You can see over here. You see, follow the direction of the arrows. I'll erase this. So Earth itself acts as a giant magnet. Due to this, a freely suspended magnet always comes to rest in the north-south direction because it is attracted by the magnetic field of the Earth. The magnetic compass is also based on this principle. This means that the north pole of the Earth's magnet is towards the geographical south, and so as it attracts the south pole freely, the suspended magnet Similarly, the south pole of the Earth's magnet is towards the geographical north, so as it attracts the north pole of the magnet. This polarity is different. What's a magnetic compass? A magnetic compass is a device based on the principle of the directive property of the magnet. It is used to find geographical directions by sailors and navigators. It consists of a small magnetic needle at the center in the circular aluminum case. The needle rotates freely on a frictionless pivot and always points in the north-south direction. This was our video and thank you for watching it. If you like this video, smash the like button. Bye.